Hello and welcome to another Visual Basic 2010 tutorial with Hellfire 1997. Now today I will be showing you how to add the invaders to our panel for our spaceship to fire at, and I will be showing you how to get them to move across the screen and move down like that. So first we want our picture boxes. So, picture box, just get one for now so we can get a good size and starting position. So, image, Space Invader, okay, size mode, stretch image, and for size, let's see, 100, bit small, let's see what 150. Bit big. I think we will stick with the 100 size. No, can't make my mind up. Compromise 125, 125. That's better. Now we want several of these. Just make the location that. So if we get a line of these, so we just stick them all a line for now. So let's try and make this a good amount. So the size is 125 and dot left is 5. So that means here is about 130. So if we put it at 150 to leave 20 pixels space, that looks about good. So simply what we want to do is leave 20 pixel space, so we add, for each one we add 125 to the left for the actual size of the original image, plus 20 for the gap we want to leave. So this one's location is 150, so if we add 145 to 150, get 295. There we go. Add 145 again. Now I really can't remember it off the top of my head. Let's make it fairly close. Don't want to be spending forever doing this. Now, for now, I will just stick with the two lines. Obviously, if you want your game to be better, you can add more invaders or whatever. So now, to make it easier within our code, we will change the name of all our picture boxes. Alien 1. If I spell alien right. Alien 1. And then alien 2. Now, we renamed them all, and like I said, this just makes it a little easier when it comes to actually move them in the code. So, what we want to do is, we go into code, and we basically want to create an array. So, we go into dim aliens, the amount or the size of the array we want it 13, and I'll explain why in a minute. So dim aliens bracket 13 as picture box. Now the reason we put 13 when we have 14 picture boxes is because when you create a array it always includes 0. So regardless of the fact there's 14, we put 13 because there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now we want to actually tell it to make our array. We actually want to insert our picture boxes into our array, so create a new subroutine, public sub new. So it'll basically go to this subroutine when it creates the form. So just create another region for it. My subs. We'll just stick that in there with all the other subroutines that we will be making later on. Now, so to make this neater, in here in our public sub new, at the end of the day we'll probably tell it to go to several different subroutines. So create another private sub just to try and keep our code tidy. Create array. So now public sub create array. So now it'll come to this subroutine where we are going to tell it to insert these picture boxes into our array. So if we put aliens, helps if we spell it right, aliens 0 equals alien 1. So now basically what we are doing here is we are telling the first part of the array to essentially be the same as this picture box. So if we refer to alien 0 in the array, we are referring to this picture box here. So now we just need to type that out for all of them. Now, what we have here is we have told each part of the array to be assigned to each of these picture boxes. So when we tell the program to move all our picture boxes, rather than telling it to move each individual picture box, we can tell it to refer to the array and type out the code to move one picture box and use a for next loop to tell it to move all the picture boxes. So now if we close that and go timer, actually reopen that, we can create a new subroutine. So private sub move aliens, and then at the end of our timer move comp we can put move aliens. So now it will come to this subroutine. Now we want to do for I equals 0 to 13. So this is our for next loop. We want to do aliens I dot top equals aliens I dot top plus, and I've just realised I've forgot to create a variable for this. To move them left and right, we can tell it to do +3, but then it will only move them 3. Being an idiot, I put top, which means it would move down, not to the right. If I put left, now this piece of code we can put +3 and it'll just move it to right. However, obviously we want it to move left and right. So what we can do is, a very easy way to do this is if we do dim change direction as integer equaling -1. Now the mathematicians among you may recognise what I am about to show you. We can do aliens.left equals aliens.left plus change direction. But hang on, no. We want to create 2 variables. I apologise, I'm clearly not with it at the moment. If we tell that, just forget I did all of that. Dim move alien. Can't even spell alien right today. As integer equaling 3. So it is now moving 3 plus move alien. So now it will move the aliens +3, so it'll move them right across the screen in this direction. So now if we play it, press start game, there we go, they move across the screen, although they move a little quickly. One thing I have just realised, there's not really much space for them to move across the screen. So if you give me a second, I will adjust that. Now I'm back. All I have done is removed one of the aliens just so they've actually got some space to move side to side. So edited the code so it now looks like this. All I've done is remove 2. I've made the array smaller by 2 so that it's only big enough for these picture boxes. So now if we run the program again, same thing happens, moves them all across the screen. Now obviously we don't want them all to just move across the screen like that. We want them to go to one side, come down and move the other way. So press the X, we go into the code, and so we can get like alien 6. So if we did something like if alien 6 dot left equals sorry about that, bit of a technical issue. So if we do if alien 6 dot left is greater, don't know why I started typing, so there, me dot width minus alien 6 dot width, then so what we are telling it to do here is we are telling it to take the width of this form and subtracting the width of the picture box off the form, and then it is checking if the left side of this picture box is greater than the total of the width of the form minus the picture box's width, and if that is the case, then it will do this code here, and this code will be move alien equals move alien times -1, and then we do for I equals 0 to 11 aliens I dot top equals aliens I dot top plus 25. And so what this is doing then, if the picture box has moved too far to right and hit the edge of the screen, then it comes to this line of code, move alien times -1, and the mathematicians among you will know that if you times a positive number by -1, you get the same number but in negative, so it will go to -3. So when it adds move alien, it's actually adding a negative number, so it will subtract from the left and move the picture boxes to the left. And once it has done that, it will come to this for next loop, which will basically move all the aliens down. So if we run the program now and then press start game, move to the right, down, move to the left. However, we haven't told it to check if it moves to the left yet. Now, one thing I am going to do, I personally think those invaders are moving much too fast. Let's try and slow them down a bit so we can just decrease how much they move across the screen, and that looks a little better. So now obviously we want to get the program to check if they move too far to the left, then do this code again. So if aliens dot left is less than 0, then I've not told it a specific alien, just give it alien 1, because alien 1 is the alien to the far left. We could use alien 7, or we could get to check the array. However, it's easier just to get to check a specific alien. So if alien 1 dot left is less than 0, then move alien equals move alien times -1, and again, those of you who do math know that if you times a negative number by -1, you get the same number again, but it's positive value, so the -3 will turn back into 1. And then we just do for I equals 0 to 11 again, aliens I dot top equals aliens I dot top plus 25. So now if we press start game, the aliens should move to the right, down, start moving to the left, and down, and obviously we can still move our own spaceship, which is actually moving a bit sluggish for my liking. But as you can see, the aliens are moving down, and they will continue to move down. Now the aliens are moving a little slow for my taste. However, it is really up to you. You can decide if you want the aliens to move really quickly, like this, and we can start. That'll obviously make them zoom around like mad things. Or you can make them do a really slow pace like that, and just run it again. Another way you can slow them down is by increasing the interval on the timer. However, because of how we've got it set up, that will also slow down our spaceship. But if you want, you can use a separate timer. I just personally prefer to use the same one. So that's it for now. This has been Hellfire 1997, and I think next time I will show you how to get your spaceship to fire its shots at the invaders and show you how to do collision events. This has been Hellfire 1997, and goodbye.